everyone can hear me, but all right. So we're playing with Rain Unique. This is the first time that she's going to be playing an RPG game in English. We have Mr. Cat. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ryan Durazo. You can call me just Durazo today, or the cat, and that's the role I'll be taking on. I love Anathema. It's one of my favorite games, and I'm really excited to get to play with you all.
Thank you so much for being here. And Alex, could you please introduce yourself?
Sorry, I'm muted. So I'm Alex. I'm a worker from Lussumbra, and this is the first time I'm actually playing one of these things. So hopefully it's fun.
All right. So you are going to right now you're part of the darkness. You're just being yourself. You actually don't have any body, any physical body. And right now you start feeling like something is pulling you. You feel like someone is dragging you, and suddenly you start feeling a little bit more physical. We're going to start with the cat. The cat starts feeling that it has your legs back, you have your fur. And when you open your eyes, you see a little fireplace in front of you. What would you like to do?
Hmm. So I examine my new form, looking at my paws, my fur, and I am a little disgusted at the form I've taken on. I can tell my fur is dirty, my hair is long and drags on the ground. I am not a beautiful cat, but
Right?
it's what's gonna have to work for now.
Perfect. So you start feeling that your your fur is a little bit dirty. You just try to lick it. And when you turn to your left, you see a little ball like this big. And it's starting to move. It's a little bit you like moist with a little of bumps in their body. And Unique, please, what do you do?
Well, as first I feel my body, I just stretch myself completely. My four tiny, strange paws to try to feel everything. And I just try to do my first crawl as a actually as a toad. Um, and I clean my tiny eyes, no, with my paw just to try uh, to understand where exactly I am right now.
All right. When you do that and you start to clean yourself and moving around, you see a even tinier ball, like a mouse, and it's stretching their arms, stretching them, and try to upright themselves. Alex, what do you do?
Well, since I'm stretching, I noticed that something is coming out of my limbs. I noticed their wings, and well, it turns out I'm a bat. So that's interesting.
So you feel a little bit strange because this is the first time that you, as part of the darkness, become a bat, and you're like stretching and trying to figure out what to do with your hands. You just move them, you stretch them, and then put them back to your body. And all of you are able to see this little fireplace in front of you. What do you want to do?
I wanted to go tiny jumping in directly to the fire, uh, just trying to don't like actually fall into the actual fire because I'm just like learning how to actually move myself on tiny like jumps to that
All
way.
right. Now you start jump to the fire, towards the fire, and you once that you jump, you start to feel that your legs are actually are stronger than you think. You're able to move, and when you get to the fire, could you please do a wariness check? This is going to be a physical check, so your number needs to be below your wicked cipher.
Below my weaker cipher.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be let me
A
see.
D12?
It's a 12.
A D12. And since you're using awareness, you can subtract whatever you have in
Oh,
water.
sorry, I didn't hear you.
This is
Let's
a physical
see.
check, and you can subtract anything that you have in water.
Everything that I have in water.
Yes, if you have points on
Okay,
your water
I
trait, you could.
have, let me see. And no, I don't have points on water.
All right. How much you got on your dice?
I got a 4.
All right. Since it's below your wicked cipher, you see that there is a figure in front of you. It's bigger than you, but since you've already seen some humans, you see that it's shorter. What would you like to do? Anyone else? What would you like to do? You see that this little child starts jumping towards the fire. What did you do while she starts doing that?
Well, I try to fly.
Bueno, lo
That's
intento.
something I guess I can do.
All right. All right. You start
So
flying.
I'm flapping my wings to see if I can make it to, I don't know, maybe a 3 that is nearby.
All right. You are able to fly towards the tree that is nearby. It's actually everything's put together. So the fire's here, and there's a tree pretty near where you were summoned. So you go up there. What would you like to do?
Maybe look around to see if there's something else.
All right. Once that you start looking around, you see that Toad was jumping towards the fire, and she stops, and you are able to see this same figure. To you, it's a little bit strange because this is the first time that you are being summoned. But you see that there is a hooded figure in front of her. Cat, what would you like to do? Cat?
Do I see the hooded figure?
If you are able to look up, look a little bit above, you are able to see the hooded figure. But you see that it's like a little bit seated. It's sat down on the floor on the other way of the fire.
Mm. I call out through the fire just through my best hiss of a cat.
All right.
Who goes there? Who are you that brought me into this disgusting form?
The hooded figure looks towards you. She stands up and goes towards you and says, "Oh, hi. I'm so happy that it is going to work. Oh, great." You see that she was excited. "Hi, guys." And she starts looking for the bat. And she said, "I summoned you here because I need your help. The darkness needs you. So, right there," and she points towards the left, a little bit behind her, there is a church. And the dawn, the Church of the Dawn The Ecclesia, it's coming, and they are hunting us. We need your help. We are trying to terrorize them so they can leave, and they leave us alone. This is our part of the woods. They have nothing to do here. They need to leave.
So did you want us to take that people off the land?
Just terrorize them enough so they can leave. We don't need their church here.
Oh, okay, so we can like destroy the place?
If you want to, but you must not be seen.
Hmm. Not being seen is a cat's specialty. And with a body like this, I don't think I want to be seen in public. Cat whispers.
She just goes towards you and starts petting your head. And says, I'm sorry, my abilities are not the best, so I wasn't able to make you a cute cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't want to be seen. And she starts just petting you. But Toad, what would you like to do?
When I'm seeing that the cat is actually being pet, I just jump into the place and I see directly the person with my eyes like, hey, I also want to be pet.
She says, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she pets you too. She actually starts looking for you, Pat. And she said, I need the help of you, and we don't have that much time. Actually, the ritual took longer than I was expecting. So please help us hurry up so we can try to finish this before the dawn, and it's already a little bit late. You see that she's just kind of crouches. I'm sorry, it took longer than I expected, and you see how she starts playing with her hands. She's a little bit nervous. So
Oh, okay.
she just says, please, just hurry. Try to scare them so they can leave us. This is our part of the wood, remember? We don't have that much time. She just stands up and she's waiting for you to see what are you going to be doing.
Bats, I need a favor. Can you find me a puddle, a body of water, something reflective, my friend?
Sure. I will fly um near the church,
Alright.
and there's a river. Maybe I found a river nearby.
Alright, let's do a check for water actually. So you're going to do a D12 check, and you are going, since this is going to be a um physical throw, you're going to subtract the point you have in water. And it needs to be below your wicked cipher. Your wicked cipher is 6, so you need to be 6 or less.
I got a 9, -1, and 8.
Alright. So you're not able to see. These woods are all together. There are a lot of trees, and even if you fly high, you're not able to see like a lake or a river. You're not able to see them. However, Kat, you can see that the girl who summoned you said, "Oh, you need water? Are you thirsty?" And she goes and gets a bowl of wood with a little bit of water, and she puts it in front of you. She said, "This is all I have left, but please just hurry. We don't have enough time." You
So
have. Mhm.
the cat calls the bat back and brings the toad over. Here, my friends. When inflicting a terror, it's best to start at the top. Let's go
Well,
straight to the source. No?
yes, all right. What, Cat? Bat and Toad, what do you do? Cat is telling you this.
I would like to cast my occult ritual in the pool of water,
All right.
allowing me to clairvoyantly see somewhere else, correct?
Yes. You are using your callus, eyes of the moon,
Yes.
and once that you do this and you are starting to concentrate on the water, you can see that in this church, in this area, there are people. You don't see them. They are going to church. You see them with normal clothes. You don't see anything special. But if you concentrate enough, you see that there is one person that actually has like a white dress with a white veil, like um, not a wedding veil, but just like a nun's veil. And you can see that it has a little bit of a golden on the trims, and a little bit of like there is a sun with a sword in her chest.
Okay. He's the only one that I can actually see that. Is that correct?
Yes, he's the one that he's in this, but you are all pictured. The two of you and the girl who summoned you is there, and she's just trying to see what are you seeing. She's kneeled
We're
down.
just we're just seeing like the bowl of water,
Yes.
trying to, to guess what's happening. A cat. Why we are watching this bowl of water? I mean, I love water, but what exactly is the point of this?
Toad, I appreciate that you appreciate how much I appreciate water. And I tell you what I see in the ripples of this little bowl. The church is led by a lady in white, sun blazoned on her outfit. I think if we spook her, the rest, the followers, will flee.
Hmm. Okay, that sounds as a good idea. Also, I can try to possess her and make her do a horrible action in the middle of the church. Maybe with that they could be scared.
The girl, she just looks at you with her big eyes, a little bit surprised, and she's like, all of this is a great plan. This is something that you could do, but please hurry. If we stay here, if you stay here, it doesn't matter how many plans we do, but we are not going to have the time.
El tiempo.
And she just stands up and she says,
El tiempo no.
I will
Ella
be
solo
waiting
se
for you
pone de
here.
pie.
Just please hurry. And
Y
we
ella
need to do
dijo
this as
hola.
fast as we can. She starts looking at the sky, looking for the moon, and she says, we don't have that much time. Again, I'm so sorry to summon you this late, but please.
Okay, okay, let's go, guys. Well, I wanted to actually just start jumping in the way to the church.
Bien,
All right?
vamos
So you
chicos.
can see that
Bueno,
Toad is
en
already
realidad quería
jumping
comenzar un salto en el
towards
camino hoy a la iglesia.
towards the road that the girl, the hooded girl, told you that in that way you were able to see the church.
So I start to fly as well towards the church, but hiding between the trees so nobody can see me.
All right. Cat.
The cat will not go as far ahead as the bat, but a little faster than the toad.
Okay. Don't you see how this cat he just jumps with her forepaws a little bit like self-aware. He just starts running like this. He he's able to run a little bit faster than you. What do you do? The three of you are quite actually going really fast, and you know that the girl told you that the church wasn't that far away. So in a couple of minutes, you are able to see the church.
Okay. And what we are like actually on the front of the church or behind the church? It's like we are seeing the actual like main door for the church,
No, you see the side of the church.
the side of the church. Okay. All right. And we are seeing what we see on that moment. We see people, we see
You see that you're able to see the church. It's just like a little bit bigger than 2 rooms, maybe 3 rooms. It's just a little bit long. You see a front yard, and there are people around it. They don't look like they are actually attending the church, but they are around it, like fixing it.
fixing it. Okay. I wanted to try to go like on the back of church to see if like it's any kind of door or another window or entrance to access on the church.
All right. Cat and Bat, you see that Toad it's jumping towards in a diagonal instead of going in front of like straight, like upward. You see that it's trying to go around the church towards what it looks to be the back. Bat and Cat, what would you like to do?
Yes, I will go ahead and see if they have bell tower or something like that I can go in without being seen, or hopefully there's still somewhere I can get into the church.
All right. You see actually that there is a little bell tower, and you go flying towards it. Once that you are nearby, you can see the people that they don't look like they belong to the church. They don't have the golden symbols, but could you please do a water check? This is going to be a physical action. So it needs to
Okay.
be below your number. Hola Catulo, hola Was, hola Fobo, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Gracias por disfrutar de la partida. Y sí, es más temprano de lo que normalmente estamos acostumbrados. Reinoni que está jugando con un sapo, tenemos un gato y tenemos un murciélago. ¿Ok?
Nice.
Okay. How much was your check?
Okay, so I got a 7, and I
Okay.
have 1 for wariness.
Mhm.
So that's -1, so that's 6,
Perfect. That's your wicked
which
number.
is my weaker number.
Yes. Unfortunately, since it wasn't a natural check, you won't get a point of darkness, but you are able to see that in front of the church at the door there is a lady with a white nun's veil with a little bit of golden.
Oh no. How far we can actually communicate each other? It's like just if we are like in front of the other?
Not that in front. Since you're in the same area, you can hear each other through the darkness. But if, for example, the cat stayed out near the woods and you are already in the church, you won't be able to listen cat.
Okay, okay.
Since you're pretty together, you are able to hear each other through the darkness.
So I see there are quite a lot of people around. Bat, Toad, I whisper. Could we perhaps create a distraction so we can get inside?
A distraction. Let me think. What did you see on that part? I'm just behind of this of the church.
Actually, I can go ahead and summon some local spirits and create a confusion with my bonfire
All right.
thingy.
All right. Yes. Let's see. So you will need to do a water check. Okay, let's see. Let me just double check your ritual. So you're going to use bonfire, and you are going to be able to add 1 point of fire. So please just do a D12 check. You want to do
Oh,
that near the people?
yeah, near the people, but I got a 3
Oh,
and plus 1 4. So I
all
guess it
right.
didn't work.
No, it didn't. Unfortunately, Cat and Toad, you are seeing how bad it's trying to concentrate. It's a lot of effort to summon a bonfire in front of him, then just to attract in more spirits. You feel how the darkness in you starts to take strength, but after a couple of seconds, you feel a little bit drained. Since all of you are together, you
Oh no.
feel 1 point of darkness. You feel how you feel a little bit more tired. So since all of you are quite together, you all will get 1 point of danger zone. So this
Okay.
means that the number one on your dice won't be able to will become 1 point of danger zone as well.
Oh
Oh,
no.
okay.
Every time we
Jeez.
roll a one gets added to the
We
danger
are
zone.
going to get.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I just added my point. Okay. I have a question. If I wanted to use my ability is Angulum, that is that actually the objects keep together. I need to actually touch the object that I'm going to move. It's like if I touch a piece of wood and a piece of on the ground, I need to actually touch it and be able to move it, or it's just like I can select who or what I wanted to like
Since
get together.
since it's a ritual, you will be
Mhm.
able to just think of the objects.
Ah,
You don't need
okay, okay.
to go and touch them or move them, for example, but you are able
Uh-huh.
to, if you're able to summon it in your mind, you are able to make them stay together. But remember, it's only up to 3 points. Do you keep moving,
Okay.
party?
Well, I wanted to know what exactly I see on the back of the church.
All right. Now that you're closer to the back of the church, you are able to see. All right. Let's do a water check, a wariness check. going to need you to throw a d12 for your check.
D12.
Mm,
10.
all right. 10.
And I don't have water points.
No, you don't. Since it was a physical action, it needs to be below your point.
Okay,
You
no, it's
are
upper.
a little, you're a little bit confused still because you're just summoned. You're not sure what you're quite seeing.
What I'm seeing,
You
yeah,
see
it's
the
more like,
wall, but you're
uh-huh.
not sure. You're see a lot
I'm
of
just watching the wall.
you see a lot of weeds in the wall, but you're not really sure if behind the weeds there's a door or there is a window. You will need to be a little more closer, or you can, as you can tell your teammates
Yeah, it's
that
like
you
I
are only
have
seeing
one
La
eye on this
ventana
side
necesitarás
and the
estar
other
un
one.
poco
exactly
más
I
cerca
exactly
o
need to
you're
puedes
control it.
decirle a tus
One of my
compañeros
eyes
de
is
equipo.
watching the church, but the other one is watching the forest. Okay.
Gracias
you tell this
Google.
to your team.
Yeah. Team, I'm
Right.
just seeing a wall. I'm not sure what exactly is happening here. Did you know how to actually enter on the church?
I say, well, Toad, walls were meant to be climbed. And I'm gonna try to climb up the walls of the church onto the roof.
All right. Since the wall is not that big, you are able to just jump it. It's just like a little wall that for a human would be like a meter and a half, approximately. So
Okay.
you would jump pretty easily because you're a cat. And now that you're in the wall, what would you like to see?
Now, is there anything on the roof of the church, right? Is there like a bell tower? Is there a chimney? Some way we could get in through the top.
You can see that there is a bell tower, but it's a story up. This just feels like a little wall divided. And if you are able to look to your right, you see that there is a backyard. So
Hmm.
this is just a wall around the church, a backyard, and then there is a story that feels like the size of a roof, like 2 meters. And then you will see the bell tower. You actually can see that Bat was flying around the bell tower and it entered.
I say, Bat, maybe we could use the bell to make a distraction? What do you think?
Right. So exactly. So let's go ahead and I'm going to try to, I guess, pull or push the bell to make it sound. And since the people that are outside the church, um, I don't know if they're waiting for it to sound or not. It might distract them.
All right, let's do a earth check, please. Since it's a physical action, it has to be below your
Okay.
number.
Okay. So I got a 4 and plus. It's plus or minus 1.
Since it's physical, it needs to be minus.
Okay. So it's a 3. So it
All right,
works.
perfect. Yes, you are not really sure why, but you're able to push it. You see that the bell was bigger than you, but maybe it wasn't that heavy, or you just got so angry because you weren't able to do the the ritual, and you push it, and you're able to hear it. Ding, ding, ding. And you see that the
Oh no.
people that was below, that was on the front yard, start looking confused, and they all start walking towards the nun that was at the door. When the nun
Oh.
starts seeing the people and hears it, she looks up. She's not sure what she's seeing because it's really late, but she's just a little bit confused. You see that she starts talking to the people, and she goes inside the church. Everyone else stays outside, and they're just talking to each other.
Ooh. Okay, everybody's inside now. Oof, I wanted to try just to see again if I can see any kind of entrance where I where I'm actually am.
Yeah. You said there was a
Hmm?
backyard. Now, is there a door to that backyard?
All right, I'm going to need you to do a water check, please.
Me?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what I got. Sorry, one moment.
Since it's physical, needs to be below your number, so below 9.
All right,
And
let's see what I can do.
you can subtract the 2 points you have in water.
All right. I got a 7 minus 2, so that's a 5.
Perfect. So you're able to see that there is actually a wooden door in the backyard. The backyard is a small one, it's not that big. And you're able to see that there are some bushes on this backyard. Ryan for Heather says, hi, that it's nice to see you.
I
Nice.
say, Toad. Bat. Good job. Come here, friends. Now look, there's a door. Doors were meant to be opened. Can we open it?
I think I can try to open a door. Can we? Oh well, I wanted to actually go the most closest as I can to the door.
Okay. So
Okay.
you are going towards the door. Cat is on the wall. You actually found that there was a hole in this wall, and you're able to enter. And you see the door that Cat was talking about. What would you like
okay.
to do?
Okay, I'm seeing more objects apart of the door, like outside it's something else.
I'm going to need you to do a water check, please. But while
Okay.
she's doing her check, what do you want to do? You were on the bell tower when you heard that cat say that if you could go to the backyard. How much was your throat check? Throat?
My one was a 4.
No, 4. Okay. Right. So you're able to see that there is some woods, there is a tree outside. Objects like that, you don't see. It's just they are fixing the backyard. You see
Okay.
actually a broom
So, mhm,
and well, bags like these cloth bags with a lot of leaves on it.
with a lot of lips. Okay, so it's a tree, is the
Hmm.
door, and also is people in there. Is that correct?
No, here there are no people. This is
Ah,
the
okay, it's
backyard.
not
The
people
people
in
are
there.
on the
Uh-huh,
front yard.
on the front. Okay, so let me think. I wanted to use my ability, Singulum.
All right.
It's the one that keeps the objects together, and I
Yes.
wanted to try to um use that ability to select actually the door itself
All
and
right.
2 trees to try to keep it together.
Okay. So you want to do that?
Yeah, I need to, on this one, I need to use D12.
For this one, you do need to use a D12. Since it's a ritual, you
It's
need to
a
have
12,
a higher number.
higher than my number. Okay.
Yes. And
Oh no.
Singulum is
Okay.
an earth an earth ritual, so you will need to or you can add the 2 points you have
The
on
two
earth
points that I have.
in
Okay,
endurance.
let me see.
Yes.
No, I obtained
Oh,
an, no, no, was a 2. Impossible. My number is 8.
yeah, it's very hard to do. So right now, when you try to put everything together, you are imagining how the trees are going to stuck in the door. See wood. All right, you try to stuck them. Cat, you see how Toad is also focusing a lot, but you're not sure if this is because you have just been summoned to the darkness or what has happened, but she's not able to do that. And since you're all together, you'll get another point of danger zone. And now the 1 and 2 on your dices are going to
Oh, jeez.
to be like
We have
to be
2 points.
danger zone points. Yep.
So if we
All right.
roll a 1 or a 2, we get danger.
1 or 2.
Yes.
And does it have to be a
Oh,
natural, or can it be with subtraction? Is it with subtraction too?
No, it's just if it's a natural.
natural.
If you have a 2, but you either subtract it, it's just a 2. But if you have the natural 1 or nat 2, you will get a danger zone.
I say, Bat, Bat, we're in danger. Quick, please help me open this door.
So I know I have another ability.
Hmm?
I want to look around to find somebody that's near the back of the church.
Near the back of the church, you're not able to see anyone, but since you are near the bell tower, you're able to see that there's a lot of people. Let's say you would say that outside there are around 6 people. They are just waiting, they are talking to each other.
Okay, so what's it called?
I know what
I
you
will
want.
use my arrowing
All right.
Control the mind of one person to go back and open the door.
All right. So you're going to use one of your obscurity points, and you're going to control, and you're able to give one action or one command to the closest person that, or to the person that you would like to. Let's say you can only see men that they look tired, they look a little bit dirty, they have been working. You actually see that they are also sweaty. So you can choose any of them, and you can give them one action to do.
So I select the one that looks like it's the less tired,
All right.
and I command him to go open the door on the backyard.
All right. So you actually select one of the youngest. He's a boy around 15, 16 years old. He doesn't look that tired. He still has a lot of young energy. And you see how actually is first he was a little bit nervous trying to talk to some other people around him saying, oh well, and suddenly you see how he just stands upright, completely shuts his mind, he's quite serious, and he goes towards the front door, opens the door, closes behind him. He just starts walking. After a couple of minutes, you see that, well, Cat and Toad are able to see how the backyard door opens, and you see a young man, a little bit tired, around 16 years old, with a little bit of dirt on his face. And he's completely serious. He just opens the door, and then he relaxes again, and
Oh no.
he's not really sure what's happening. He's just confused at why he's there. At the moment, he's not able to see you.
Ooh.
He just looks confused, like trying to figure out how he got here. Then
Okay.
he just kind of, and you can say, blah, 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 and he starts walking back to the front.
Nice. Let's go inside, guys. I wanted to just start jumping inside as fast as I can.
All right, don't you do that? And Cat?
Cat is going to follow Toad in and take a look around as what's like, how bright is it inside? Is it dark? What kind of room are we in the back?
It's a dark room. You can only see two candles. The light is quite dim. And for what you can see, there are there are books, this looks like the room that a father of the Clash of the Dawn would use to change into his holy clothes.
Oh.
You see a couple of bottles of wine. What would you like to do? Or if you want to have more details, you will need to do a water check, please, Cat.
Right. Now, first, I want to try to listen. Well, look for a door and listen, see if there's anyone in the next room. So let me try to, I know I have 2 actions. So let me try to roll for that.
All right.
Okay. All right. Natural 1.
Oh no.
Oh, all
Oh.
right.
Right.
Okay.
So
3
Daemon.
points.
All right. You're
Oh
not
jeez,
really
another
sure
day.
what's happening here, but you may think that it's because it's a holy place for the ecclesia, but you don't feel actually really good. You feel tired and unsure, so you start moving around. This danger zone is only for Cat.
Say, this space. Ugh, it makes tips of my whiskers crisp. I need darkness so I can focus. And I want to hop up on the table and blow out the candles.
Right?
Okay. Hmm.
Don't you see how Cat goes into one of the tables and you're not really sure how, but he's able to, with his paw, really quick,
The candle.
turn one of
Yeah. Uh-huh.
the candles out. Just does this.
And he turned off the candle. Cat, we don't have time for that. Let's go to kill these people so we can go. I wanted to see if we can like actually go ahead and move. If we have another place to actually go out from this room, like actually, I wanted to go to the place that they are having like, I don't know how to say this, the misa,
Mats.
mats. Okay, I wanted to go. I'm trying to go to that place, so I'm trying to just to look for doors or places to go ahead and and try to go there.
All right, you're able to see that where Cat was trying to go towards, or he felt unsure, or he felt anxious, there was this door. So you go towards there, and what would you like to do? Do you want to keep jumping towards inside?
Yeah, I wanted to go jumping and say to my partners, "Let's go, guys! Here's a way to go." And I wanted to just go jump into there.
All right, so you start going towards there, and I'm going to need you to do a water check, please.
Okay. It's a 9.
All right.
And my number is 8.
Oh, so close. All right. So you're not able to hear or see anything else, so you just keep jumping towards.
Hey.
So, this, so after this little room, you're able to see that this next place that you are at, it's not actually where the masks are taken, but you are able to see a few of furniture, like big wooden cabinets,
Okay.
but you're not able to just see a wooden furniture. Say, ah, no more, and you keep jumping. This place is not that big, but you keep
Okay.
going that. What would you like to do, Cat and Bat? We're going with you because you stayed on the tower. Now that you are able to see that this person actually comes back out to the front yard, and he goes towards the person that he was talking first. You're not able to actually understand what they are saying, but you only hear whoa 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 from one of the person that he was talking to first, and the young man says whoa 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 whoa. And you see that he starts doing these actions, but he's just confused.
Okay, so we're still trying to get into the church, right? Because we wanna, I guess, we haven't figured out our plan. So I go meet my friends, Cat and Toad. So I fly back to the back of the church. I go into the room, and since we're trying to get in, since I'm a bat, I can use radar. I don't know what it's
Mhm.
called, to try to figure out if there's a way to move forward.
All right, you're able to go towards the inside of the room. And with this ability that naturally the bats have, you're able to feel or sense that this room is has like a closet, has a like a bookshelf, and you can actually sense that Cat is there. Cat, you see that Bat is inside of this place with you.
I say, Bat, Bat, great job. Great job getting that guy to open the door. So proud.
Great,
So proud.
but you can see that there's only Cat here, and actually, Toad, you can hear that they are talking in the room behind you.
Okay. Guys, you're going to come? I think there are more things here, but I'm not being able actually to see a lot up here.
All right. You hear that, cat and bat? What would you like to do?
So I don't remember if Toad was in like a different room or was just ahead. So I go towards where Toad is, and I try to use again my ability to see what's going on with that room where she's at.
Perfect. I'm going to need you to do a water check. This thought was in a. Oh no.
Okay, I got a 12.
Oh no.
So it should be lower, right? Than 6?
It should be lower. All right. You're not able to actually sense that much. You're not sure what's happening. Maybe everything is all together, or you're not sure why. You're kind of distracted and you're not able to sense everything that's in the room, but you're able to sense that Toad is there.
Mm.
So Cat is like, Bat, Toad, I feel like every time we try to detect something, something is in our way. This place is veiled in mysterious, strange, gross magic. Now, let us keep walking until we find people, and we will deal with them when we find them. And I would like to just keep going until I first see or hear people in the church.
All right. You pass this first room. I'm going to need you to do a water check again, please, now that you are passing to the next room.
Please don't be a 1. Please don't be a 1.
Oh no.
I
What
wonder
a
at
two.
you.
It's a
3.
what? A
Oh,
3.
see.
Oh well.
All right. Since this is a physical action, you're able to hear something in this new room.
Ooh.
All right. So you hear a couple of voices. You're not able to understand what they're saying. You hear a deep voice saying "roar roar 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 roar," and a more higher pitch. There's a "roar, roar, 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 roar." What
Well,
would you like to do?
I tell my companions of the night, Toad, Bat, I've heard a wah 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 wah, but I've also heard a wah 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 wah. And I think wah 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 is more along the lines of what we're looking for in the leader of the church. I think we should try to locate the source of the wah.
All right. You hear that? Cat and bat. A cat sorry. Bat and Toad, you are able to hear what Cat just said. Cat, you've had more times being part of this Summit of the Darkness. You understand that these people are not from the darkness, are not your allies, and you are able to share this information to your teammate, or if you would like to, you can keep that to yourself as you wish.
I hiss and say, these people are unusually bright, like candles, ruining the aesthetic of a room that was perfectly well dark before.
All right. You hear that? What would you like to do, team?
I'm agreed. Let's go for the what? I think we need to just well, where did you hear it? Because I'm not actually being able to hear or see anything. So you're my eyes, cat. I'm just going to follow you.
All right.
So
And
where did I hear it coming from?
All right. I'm going to need you to do another water check, please.
Oh boy, testing the fates. But that's fine. Ooh, I got a 11 minus 2, so that's a 9.
Okay. You are able
Hmm.
to actually listen carefully. You just stand there, and with your little ears, you start trying to locate where it's coming, and you hear that it's coming to your left. So
I point my paw. I say, good bat. Left. Go left.
all right,
Yeah, to the
both
left.
Toad and Bat are able to see and hear that Cat says, "Go to the left." You see his paw. He's doing
Okay.
this to the left.
So I'm gonna go fly where Bad Cat is saying we should go, and I say it's time to start wreaking some havoc, and I want to see if I find a person to bite.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to need you to do also a water check. You're looking for people in this room again, right?
Right where the one was coming from.
All right.
Okay, so I got 5.
5. Perfect. And it's nice. And it's below your water. It's below your wicked cipher. And you go flying towards this place. Cat, you see that everything is going fine, that your team is actually working synchronized, and this makes you feel so good for a moment that you recover 1 point of darkness.
Oh,
Thank you,
nice.
Maradora, for giving Cat a second air, and you also have dados cargados for you, Cat. Dados cargados works, for example, if you make a check and it's not a good one, you can actually throw again. You say, I'm going to use my my dados cargados and throw again.
All
So,
right.
thank you, Maradora.
Thank you,
Nice.
Mara.
All right. But you're actually able to. You are sure that Cat is on the right way. And you go to the left. You're so sure, and you're able to sense 2 people here. You sense one is smaller and the other one is bigger. You're not sure if it's big or big, like tall or big. But you know that there are 2 people here.
Mm.
Okay, so so I was going to bite someone, so let's go bite the small person.
All right,
Okay.
perfect.
First
So
bite.
I'm going to need you to do a fire check. So you will need to have a number below your 6.
Oh, it's a 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Danger zone.
yes.
No. Okay. Let's see.
So if it's
This
danger zone, but it succeeds,
since the 1 and 2 right now are danger zone, it doesn't. Well, it
It's not
counts
succeed.
as another danger zone. In this case,
Oh.
for Bat and for Cat, you have the 1, the 2, and the 3 as your danger zone. This happens because this is an action for each of you. But if you were trying to do a ritual, that means that you will have the danger zone for all of you.
Oh. Okay.
And because
Okay.
you're all
Okay.
together. So, but what you try to do is go flying towards this where you sense this person is, but you're not really sure. For a moment you feel a little bit disoriented and you hit yourself with the wall behind this person. Since the room
Oh.
is quite dark, you're only able to hear that y escuchas como, and you're able to hear how they are leaving the room. You just see, but you hear them really quick.
Ooh. Well, I wanted to know. I'm actually with them, and also I'm seeing the same as them, or feeling the same with these people that is on the room.
You hear the people talking, but you're not able to see it.
You hear
You,
bat just thud.
Yeah,
exactly.
just smash
You
something
hear the
smashing with it. Oh no, I just see a the smash to the wall. I feel bad as be smash. So I wanted to be, oh, well, if I can, I wanted to try to follow that people as faster as possible. And just jumping behind them.
all right. You're able to do that since you're just going to be jumping. While
Uh-huh.
you're jumping, you see that bat is on the floor, and he's
Come on,
trying
Dad.
to stand up right. And you see how he just does this
Yes, just trying to.
with his little limbs. Like he's just trying to stand up right. Cat is behind the two of you, but you're going to the left. You're going faster. Bat and cat, what would you like to do?
I'm on the hunt now. I've heard of the wow. And though we've missed our first shot, we won't miss our second. And I quickly trail behind the figures into the next room. And what do I see?
All right. I'm going to need you to do a water check. I remember to you that you have your dices. So if you have a low or an unfortunate check, you're able to do a second one.
I'm gonna use my dados cargados.
All right.
I used to roll the
Okay,
three.
yeah.
Oof.
All right, 11 minus
Uh,
2 equals 9.
perfect. So
Okay.
what you do is you are jumping, and once you enter to the second room, you see two people. You see the nun that was outside, and you're able to see a bigger figure. It's not that much tall. It's not that taller than the nun. It's just like I don't know, 2 inches tall, 2 3 inches tall. But he's really big. When he tries to walk, he kind of wobbles, and he's not able to keep his balance right. But he's just doing this. He's talking to this nun. The nun you see it's a little bit smaller frame. She's just kind of unsure of what's happening. She's trying to look around the room.
I say the bat and toad. Bat, toad. Which one, bat, which one do you think we should take control of? The nun or the very large, scary man?
The very large sounds good. I mean, if we can control the very large, that would be great.
All right.
Perfect. So I'm just getting my bearings after my meet with the wall. So, so I fly where Toad and Cat are, and I cast my luster towards the very large man, scary man,
All right.
to control him. And I say to Toad and the cat, what should we do? What should we have him do?
Now, is this nun the same nun we saw out front, who was in the white at the Golden Sun?
Okay. Yes, this is the nun that has the sword and the sun on her
Oof.
chest.
Okay.
Toad, what should we have this man do?
Suicide himself. Yeah, suicide with his own sword.
The sword is just a symbol. It's a golden symbol on the cloth, like something like this. It's not actually a sword.
Ah, okay.
It's just a symbol. Uh, this is a symbol of the Clash of the Dawn.
I say, Toad, good idea. I always like a good death. But we have to scare as many people as possible. Is here the time and place? for him to do that?
Mm,
Hmm.
actually, there's only 2 people here. If you go out, you will see that there are other 6 people. The 6 people that were in the front yard. So now that you have him possessed, what would
Oof.
you like to do?
So, well, let's say, let's command the person to grab the nun and just lift her and take it outside the church and throw her to the floor.
All right, these
That's
are 4 actions
okay.
because you will grab her, go
Okay.
outside,
Okay.
throw it. Actually, 3 actions. If you do that, you will have to pay 3 points of obscurity.
Oof.
Well, I have
The-
8, so Isa, let's go for it.
Yeah, don't worry, I have 8. A little
Yeah, I
expensive,
have a
but
lot of
yeah.
points.
Yeah, I have points.
All right, you do that. And the nun, it's when she's being lifted, she's just trying to well free herself from the grab of this man. She's being taken outside and she's thrown to the floor in front of all of these people that were actually working in in the church. She just looks quite scared and she's not sure what is happening. She starts talking to the people. What would you like to do? You know that he does this because that's the command that you gave her, that you gave him. But now that this has been done, he just well, if you were able to see this, he just kind of see himself um strange. But team, what would you like to do? You are still in this back room. You only saw that he took her and he left to the front of the yard, to the front yard.
Toad, raise some hell.
Right? Toad, you hear that cat says, raise some hell. What would you like to do, team?
And now, okay, theoretically, we are now alone on that place. Is that correct?
Sorry, could you repeat what you said?
We are alone on the room now. No, that now that the other
Yes.
guy is outside. Okay, and we don't have another way to go actually more inside into the church.
All right. So if
Uh,
you're able to see that he went towards the front. You see that there in front of this room there is actually a door, and there is the area where the masks are taken.
okay. Okay, I'm thinking. So outside right now are these around 6 people, and the one that you just was commanded outside. Is that correct?
There are 6 men and 1 woman,
Mhm.
the nun.
6 men and 1 woman. Okay. Mm, I wanted to try to go as closer as possible. I wanted to know if I'm like very visible on the point that if I'm actually go outside, I'm going to be exposed if it's just like a yeah, toad on the middle of the way, no? I wanted to see if it's a place that I can actually hide to see what is happening there. Like go outside and see.
All right, you go towards the front yard. Bat and cat, you have more more dices. So if you have if you want to do that again, you're able to do another check. And cat, you have a secondary and you gain 1 point of darkness. Thank you, Maratura and Forjador, for the dados cargados and the second air for cat. Right? So back to the start. You see that Toad is going towards the front of to the front yard. What would you like to do, team?
All right. Now I'm gonna follow close behind and peek my head out the door. And I assume I see the nun and everyone out front, right?
Right. Once that you do that, you stay inside of church to this with your big cat eyes and see, you are able to see that there are 6 men around the mill trying to help her stand up, and they confused men, large men, kind of. He doesn't know what's going on or what happened or what got into him. Just did this, and now he's so confused. He's trying to explain to the people around that he doesn't know what happened. Toad, tienes dedos cargados.
Woo! Nice.
And you also, all right, so both Cat and Toad get so excited that this happened and that their plan is going so well so far. And you're able to recover your air. So Cat has 11 points of darkness and Toad has 10 points of darkness.
All right. Well, it's time to put that darkness to good use. Now I can, when I use my ability, my ancestry ability, I can use it as many times as I have points of darkness, right?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, then I peek out the door and I let out a sinister hiss. It
All right.
starts low and starts to build and build and build. And I'm going to spend 6 points of darkness to enroll 66s to start summoning cats.
All right.
Woo!
So Toad and Pat, you're able to hear that. And you see how Cat is doing this sound many times. And Cat, please tell me, how many cats do you summon?
Oh my God. Okay. Let me start doing the math. That's 6. That's 4.
Right?
That's 1. That's 5. And then finally 2. So in total, that's 10, 11, 16. That is 17. Hang on.
18 cats.
18 cats in
Hey,
total.
cat.
All right.
Holy.
So
Nice.
both Joe and Bat are able to start hearing a lot in the front yard. The people start listening once that they are closer, and you see many, many cats all around this front yard. They all start coming closer, and the people are surrounded by cats. The cats, some of them just throw themselves belly up. They start doing these that cats do. They stretch. Some of them start playing. You see, you can hear some from different cats, but there are a lot of cats. The people are so well. They get so confused about what this is happening. The 6 people that were working, they just don't know what to do. And the best thing that they can do is actually they leave the front yard. They go away from the church. They just start running and say, I'm not here, and they just leave.
And I want to tell the cats that have been summoned in my best cat voice, fellow felines, if you think you are prettier than me, would you please give a terrifying screech? If you are uglier
Right.
than me, by all means, please do not.
All right. You
Okay.
you are able to get the attention of many of those kittens, and they say many of them. Some of them are just sleeping. Some of them they are able to just do that, and you see that they both the nun and this large person gets so scared. They all start looking around them to see what's happening.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Oof. I'm actually close to the nun.
No, the nun and this large person are almost in the middle of the front yard, but you are in
Almost
front
in the middle.
of you're in the door inside the church with Pat and Cat around you.
Okay, so if I wanted to use my ability, I can do it on this place, or I need to be like more closer. I want to use possess.
All right, you are pretty close to them. What would you like to do?
I wanted to try to possess the. Let me think. Yeah, I wanted to try to possess the person that is actually using the golden
The
towel.
symbol.
The had the symbol.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that is successful, or is I need to like that is for.
This is your
Let's see.
spirit. You will only use
Yeah,
one
it's for
point of
spirit.
darkness. This is your spirit harrowing. You
One
can
point
only
of
use one.
darkness.
And this is something that you are able to do. It's remember that your harrowing, you can only use it one turn. You can use it many times,
Ah,
but
okay.
only for one round.
Only for one round. And I have
Yes.
another question. If I actually
Yes.
possess this person, I'm going to be able to understand what exactly are seeing the or what says the other people, or is the same? I just hear like whoa whoa whoa
You're only able to hear the wah wah wah. Since you are part of the darkness,
whoa whoa whoa. Uh-huh.
exactly. You only see wah 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 wah.
Okay. So example, if I'm trying actually to speak, being this person, I am just going to like actually scream or do like noises, guttural noises.
You will hear yourself, but even if you say this, you won't be able to understand what the other people are saying.
Okay. So okay, to understand. So if I speak being possessing something, they are going to hear just like sounds without any kind of sense.
No, they are going to be able to understand you, but you won't be able to understand them.
Ah, okay. I'm not going to understand them. They are going to understand. Okay. So once I tried to possess this man,
All right.
I wanted to. Okay, I have another question. If I'm possessing a person, I'm actually like inside him, seeing the same that he's actually seeing. Like I can control completely the person.
Correct.
Okay, I wanted to go and see the other person that is just behind this. Uh, the only one that is living with him, and
Mhm.
actually take like just like by his arms, I think, or I don't know how to say this part of the body,
Shoulders.
the shoulders, taking by his shoulders, and looking directly to the eyes, no, and
All
told
right.
him something like, "The darkness is here," and I don't know if I can do this, but I can. I want to try to actually take off my own eyes with my fingers.
Oh God. All right. So
Like the
what
darkness
you?
is here, and immediately like
All right.
take off my eyes.
Let's see. Okay. So you take the nun by her shoulders. You say to her, "The darkness is here," and you just start feeling a little bit unsure and anxious, and you start trying to take off your eyes with your own fingers. The nun,
Y empiezas a
when you
sentirte
say
un
that,
poco
he just gets
inseguro y
so scared.
ansioso y empiezas a
But at
tratar
the
de
same time,
controlar
you're
tus
able
ojos
to
con tus
see
propios
the
dedos.
fear in her eyes.
El ninguno de
And she says,
ellos.
"Oh no, we someone warned us about this." And you see that she puts her hands in prayer position and she starts. Oh, you're not able to hear this, but just are able just to hear a soft mumbling
Oh, no eres nada
while
con los
you, as
candidatos,
this
pero solo
person
puedes
that is
asegurar
possessed,
sumas
tries to
mensuales.
take out his eye, and
¿Candidatos?
she's just praying. Once that she's praying,
Okay.
you're able to see that the sky is turning to rain clouds and you can hear thunders. Cat and Pat, you are
Conviértete
able
en
to
nubes de
see
lluvia.
how Toad
Computadora para gatos.
possessed this person. And you understood what Todd said, and you see that she's trying to take out her own eyes. What do you? And you after that you see that the nun is it's praying.
Okay. What was that about the sky turning to ravens and the thunder?
The sky has a lot of clouds. The clouds start to see a little bit reddish, and you see thunders. You can hear them.
Okay.
You see the lightning
Oh,
in the sky.
jeez.
She's just praying. What do you want to do?
I say, bat. I'm not sure if that's good darkness and thunder or bad darkness and thunder for us. What should we do?
I say that, okay, well, we should try to end this now. And I'm gonna fly outside the church where the guy is trying to take out his eyes. And I'm going to use again bonfire. So
All right,
Oh no.
hopefully this time it works. Because
all
I
right.
believe that if we do this, they're gonna lose it and just go away.
All right.
So I gotta get a one above 6, right?
Yes, you need to have your throw above 6.
Oh, it's a 5, but if I remember correctly, I have 1 of fire, which is
Yes.
adding up. So there we go. It's a 6.
Okay. Nice. So you start summoning bonfire, and you're able to see these flames in front of you, in front also of Cat. And the other cats that were around there are just quite scared because there's lightning and they start leaving. And you're able to summon a bonfire. Let's see how many. Okay. So right now that you have bonfire, you hear a voice. Who has summoned me?
Oh.
Okay, so I say it was I, the bat. I want you to scare these people out of here because this is of the darkness.
Right? This is
Okay.
hmm. He this is actually you just see like a figure in the fire. He turns his head towards the nun and towards the person that is trying to take out his own eyes. And he says, to me, they seem pretty scared already. But I'll see what I can do. And he goes bigger and tries to scare the nun. The nun is so concentrated praying. There's no other people around but the nun and this other person. And she's just concentrated. And you see how the sky gets brighter and brighter due to the lightning. What would you like to say to this spirit?
Um, I don't know, like attack the nun so she can see him.
Right. So you say to the spirit, please help us scare this nun. We don't know what she's doing. He just goes bigger and bigger, and kind of like a snake, he goes towards the floor and just stands in front of the nun. The nun sees, she starts feeling the heat of the bonfire. She opens her eyes and she stops her prayings. She just stays there paralyzed. She doesn't know what to do. And you see how she starts making herself smaller and smaller and smaller. She's pretty scared. And
Oof.
Toad.
Nice.
Alright. But
Mhm.
Cat and Toad, what would you like to do? You see that she's really scared. If you want to use one more point of darkness, you can still keep this man
Oof.
possessed, or you can actually unpossess him.
Keep on possessing. Hmm. Okay, so if I use 1 point, I'm going to unpossess the one that I'm actually possessing, and then I can do like a. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to. Oh no, you know what? I still having control on this person, no?
Yes,
Okay, and he didn't take off his eyes, or he's just trying.
he was able to actually just start hurting one of his eyes. You are actually able to see a little bit of blood running from one of his eyes. He has so damaged.
Okay, I'm thinking what I can do with him. So I wanted to go directly and, um, yeah, and attack the nun, like attack her with his body, like just to start like, uh, attacking her. Like if he doesn't run, it's going to be just a fight in between these two.
All right, so you want to keep possess this man and attack the nun that's scared you, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what you are going to do is you are going toward her and start, you push her to the ground and start kind of scratching around her, trying to scare her. Cat, what do? Do you see that bat summoned bonfire and that the spirit was scaring the nun in front of you? And you're not able to see Toad, but you're able to hear it, and you see how this man starts attacking the nun.
I have one last idea how to scare her. Now you said the man was bleeding just a little bit, right?
Yes, he hurt his eye. He's bleeding from one of his eyes.
Well, I'm going to see if there's any liquid blood pooled and I can use my clairvoyant skill on it.
You see there are some drops of blood where he was.
Okay. Now I want to look into use my darkest point, look into the pool and see
Mhm.
if I can find anything else out about her life. If she has children, if she has family, anything like that.
Okay.
All right. You are able to see that she was only child, and all of her life has been here in the Glacier of the Dawn. So the closest family that she has was the other nuns that train her and teach her the ways of the Ecclesia. She has been quite a devotee to this church. She owes her whole life and her whole structure here. This is where her whole life has been and where she plans to. And you actually know that this other man that is now attacking her is a person that was supposed to be the one giving the masses once that this church was complete. He was actually one of the main people or the highest ranked people in the church. That was what he was here, so he and her were able to invite more people to the Clash of the Dawn.
I share that information with Cat and Toad,
Alright?
and say, so she is afraid in her body, but her spirit remains just on the edge. Maybe there's something you all can figure out using this information to break her faith and send her running.
She's just covering her face and her whole body. You just see, actually, Toad, you are able to see that she's crying. She's so scared. She doesn't know what to do right now. What would you like to do?
Oof. Okay, so she's really even trying to run, right? It's just on the
No,
floor.
this person is so large. She's just in the floor, scared. She's so tiny that she's only doing this. so he doesn't hurt her. You are able to see that she's already hurt in her arms and a little bit on her face.
Mm, okay, I'm thinking what exactly to do. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to actually unpossess the man that I'm using.
All
That
right.
cost me another point.
Yes.
Let me put it here. Okay, so now that I'm on my original toad body, uh, I wanted to see if it's possible for me actually just to, let me see, just to go to the nun, like
Mm-hmm.
jumping normally to the nun, and
All
use my
right.
ability Charm of Pudoki to paralyze her.
All right. You are going to, let me just check. All right. You are able to do this and you are near her leg, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you please repeat it?
You are near her leg, or in near which part of her body are you?
Ah, okay. She's protecting his
She's just
face.
doing
So
this.
yeah, I wanted to go just for the first part that I find. His log, it's okay. Yeah.
Right? So after you possess this person, he just starts covering his eyes because right now he's able to feel the pain that he was when he was trying to take his own eye off. You
Mm-hmm.
see this? He just makes himself a little bit of a ball in the ground. She's not a little ball; it's a big ball, and she's just scared. She doesn't know what to do. And you go closer, and you're able to see just a little bit of tiny place of skin near her calf, and you give her a kiss. This kiss, she's using her ancestry, which is Encanto de Pudoki, and this kiss actually makes her stay completely still. She's paralyzed. You see how she's just there with her hands up in front of her face like this, and she's not moving. She's just completely paralyzed. The other person is not actually paying attention. He's just in so much pain because he actually did hurt his eyes. He wasn't able to take it all off, but he actually hurt and he's bleeding. You can hear him screaming, ah, covering his face. What would you like to do?
Okay. Um. All right. If no one is going, I just wanted to actually see my partners and say, "Hey guys, I think we have this almost resolved. What we are going to do with this woman here? If we let it, if we live here alive, it's going to tell everybody what happened here, and also with the other man. What did you think?"
I think it's important that the others know that this place is cursed by us. They should leave here alive, but we should give them a exit they won't forget.
But one of the things that actually that woman told us is to don't be actually see it by them.
I don't think they've seen us yet, have they?
No, they
Not
they
sure,
haven't. They know your presence, but they
but they
don't
haven't.
know.
Seen
No,
us, right? What now?
no,
The
they.
guy's eyes he can't see, and the woman's paralyzed, so she's not looking up. She's
Yeah,
waking
she's
up,
not
right?
looking us.
No, she's
Okay.
not.
Hmm. What did you think? We can try to destroy the church, actually.
Hmm. Fire sounds like a good tool for that.
Fire sounds good. Someone of you actually have fire to turn on this place?
I don't know if the spirit that I summoned is still there.
After he scared the nun and she got so paralyzed, scared of fire. He left.
Okay, he left.
And would I be able to summon it again?
Yes, you will be able to summon him again. You will
Okay.
need to do a
So let's try
check,
that.
please.
So let's hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, it hurts all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yes. However, you have
Yes.
the dice. You have dados cargados, and you're
Oh,
able
okay.
to. If you're not able to do it at the first, you can use that and do it again.
So I got a 4 on the first one,
All right, that's actually really
and
good.
then
Nice.
we got a
no,
9.
no. Okay, sorry. The second one is a good one. So
Okay.
you got a 9. So this means that you start summoning again. Right now, you see a different spirit. You see a small flame. This small flame. You have summoned me?
I
Oh,
say yes. I have summoned you to burn down this church. So because I know every small fire can grow as big as forest fire. So go ahead and ignite the church.
he looks a little bit suspicious on what you're saying. He says, I am a spirit. I don't burn. You have summoned me to the fire, but I don't think my fire is enough to burn this place. So, let's see what I can do. You can see that he actually grows a little bit. Since you were, if I'm not mistaken, you were still inside the church. He goes towards the door and starts igniting just a little bit of the door that it's made of wood. She just
Okay.
steps, and you see that there is a little bit of fire crackling. What would you like to do? Team, you see that actually Bat was able to do this again, and he's summoned a smaller spirit.
I say,
Smallest.
his fire needs kindling. And I see the perfect opportunity to provide it. So the cat is gonna run up and rub his dry, gross, crinkly fur against this flame to try to get it a little hotter. And
All
add
right.
fur to the fire.
All right, you do that, and you also start helping the fire to spread. You're
Am I
seeing
on
that
am I on fire now?
yes, your
Good.
fur is on fire right now,
Good.
Oh.
and you start
No.
feeling the burn.
Good. I want to run around the yard trying to rub the flames of my body up as much as possible.
All right,
Oh
Toad
no.
and Bat are seeing how Cat is actually trying to set everything on fire with the fire he has on his fur. He goes towards an area in the front yard where there was some dried weeds, and he starts catching those on fire. He goes towards the inside of the church, and he starts trying to catch the benches for the mass in fire as well. You see that almost everything starts to catch a little bit of fire at least.
Oh, okay. Um, I have a question.
Yes.
We are actually able to see like uh the church inside has like candles, or is actually possible to see on the roof if they have like I think the name is columns, uh like actually the things that keep up the roof. I don't know how to say the name of
Yes,
that.
you're able to see that, but you don't see any candles. You'll see that the
Mhm.
inside of the structure inside of the church is made of wood, and
Okay.
that since the church was in construction, you're able to see all of that.
Okay, I love these things. I wanted to try, if it's possible, look for one of these like main um like pieces of wood that actually keep the roof on the top.
All right.
Try to use my ability. The name is the Singulum
Mm-hmm.
to try to link that one, like the column, 1 or 2 columns on the roof with the floor. Is that
All
possible? Like
right.
actually select the floor?
Yes, because it's something that you can actually think of.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to need
Computer.
you to do a check. You can add your earth,
My earth.
your
Okay. Ah,
endurance. So remember, it has to be higher,
higher to 8. Higher to 8, please.
8 or higher.
Height or higher. I have 5, 6, 7. No. I didn't have like points for before. I think I was having here.
Didn't you have
Ah,
one dado cargado?
yeah, I think
Yes.
I have one dado cargado. I'm not sure if I actually use it. I think no, but
No, you haven't used it, and you have dados cargados.
okay, can I use it?
Yes, you can use it. You can try again.
Okay. Ah, no. Was at 3.
Oh god. All right. So you try to summon the things, but still you're not sure what's happening. Maybe you're so tired of possessing these two people, this person, that you try to. You're not able. Everyone feels how a little bit of darkness slips out of them, or out of you, and
Oh no.
all of you get one more danger zone. Renoni, you have
Oof.
3. Bat and Cat have 4.
Holy. Okay.
What would you like to do? You, if you are able to look up Cat and Bat, you see that the sky is turning reddish. You know that the dawn is coming. What would you
Oh,
Uh,
like to do?
we have to speed this up.
yeah.
Pat is already right. He's burning, he's losing all his fur. He says, we're
Yes.
gonna speed
Ah,
this up a little bit. And I'm gonna use, let's say I use 6, I have 5 left. I used one more to summon the pool of blood. So I have 4. I'm gonna
Mhm.
use 3 last points of darkness to summon more cats around me and to try to spread the fire.
All right, there are some of the cats outside still. So you can, instead of using your darkness points, you can try to convince them to help you spread the fire.
Oh, I will convince them by rubbing up against them, spreading the fire.
All right.
Fire is very convincing.
You get close to one of the cats that was actually sleeping, and you rub yourself towards him, through him. And he starts catching fire. He gets so scared because of the fire, it actually hurts him, that he starts running around. And he also runs around around the nun that's on fire, that's paralyzed. And on her clothes, she starts catching fire near her skirt.
oh.
The other cat is quite scared, and he's just running, trying to take off the fire from him. But in the meantime, he's setting fire to the dry weeds that were outside the backyard. What would you like to do, Tim?
Oof. Okay. So we are seeing this. Okay, that will be. What do you think, guys? If I try again, will be more risky for us. If I try actually to to destroy the church on that way with the ability.
I think it's pretty much destroyed. The fire is only gonna grow. I think. So if we want somebody to relay the message that this area is forbidden, I suggest that I should command the guy with only one eye to go, and since he's the leader of the church, they're gonna believe him to go and tell everybody because the nun is already paralyzed. I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm getting on fire. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, just to send that man to actually spray what happened here. Sounds good. I'm actually just can possess him, so he's not going to really understand what we need. But I think you can actually actually told him what to do, no?
Yes. He can give him one command.
So I'm gonna spend one of my 5 darkness points, and I'm going to command him to. I don't know if it's only one action to go back to his people and tell them what happened.
All right. You do that, and what he's able to hear, or what you see, is that he just kind of stands up straight. He stops covering his eye, and he leaves. He leaves the church that's what's catching on fire. He's, you know for certain that what he's going to do is he's going to tell every single person that it's part of the ecclesia that this party is for the darkness.
Ooh,
Now that you
nice.
do that, after you have seen that he left, you are all sure, one, that the dawn is coming because the sky starts getting more and more red. And the church is setting on fire. Everything there's nothing more to do here. And what you all do is just start going back to where you were summoned. It's not that far. And once that you arrive to the little fire that was actually summoned you, you see this little hooded figure kind of looking towards the church, and she greets you with a confused smile. She says, "You've made it, guys. You you were able to terrorize them, right? I mean, if I saw that fire, I would also be really scared." She seems happy for what you've done, and she just goes inside. You haven't seen you weren't able to see that at first, but there was a small little one bedroom area, and she just leaves the this room, and she gives you, for cat and for bat, she leaves you a small mice, or no, for cat she leaves the mices, for toad she leaves insects and like worms, and for bat also leaves a little bit of fruit, of really really sweet fruit. She says, "Thank you so much for helping us make them leave. We were, this is what we needed. Now that they have leave, we are able to take this as our own again." You Would you like to say something to her?
I look up and I say, I've all the fur has been burned off of Cat, right?
Yeah.
I'm scorched, I'm naked, and I say, it was a pleasure to help. And don't I look so much more beautiful now than before? Consider this as my preferred form.
She looks at you as she says, "Well, you are beautiful anyways because the darkness was in you. So it doesn't matter your outside form. You are part of the darkness." And after she says this, you see that she starts recycling some stuff, and you start feeling one with the darkness again. You close your eyes and you're not able to feel your earthly body anymore. And now the anathema has been completed.
Woo!
Yay!
Thank you so much, guys, for playing. Thank you to everyone who stayed here for this one shot. And well, any of you would like to say something?
Yeah, thank you actually for well, for letting me in on your on this party. Also, that helped me a lot because I need to learn more about the system. And what's yeah, what's I don't know how to say this. Um, I was happening here a very good time. Um, and I think yeah, I didn't expect exactly what happened with the nun because I was thinking that what she was going to be like like a boss or something. So I was thinking when he started actually praying, we are actually going to die. But yeah, it was I really love to be here, and yeah, I really love the interaction between Kat and Bear. Uh, I'm happy actually to play with you. I was never playing with any of you before, um, and yeah, I actually wanted to play again.
Thank you so much for being part of the party. Guys, would you like to say something else?
Yeah, just like Rainer, thank you for having me, and it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun, and it was great. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished. Durasa, thank you so much for being here and playing Anathema with us.
Thank you for inviting me, Lussumbra, Rainuk, Alex. I appreciate this. This was a lot of fun. And thank you for, yeah, it was a good time burning down a big object together. Even if we failed every single water check we made,
Yeah,
we embraced the
Yeah.
fire, and that's what matters.
that's true. So thank you so much everyone for playing. Please, everyone else here in the chat, in the broadcast, stay here. Now I'm going to switch back to Spanish. Muchas gracias a todos por haberse quedado, por haber visto esta partida. Nos esperamos porque en una media hora vamos a tener una entrevista con Malatora. Así que, pues bueno, muchas gracias y may your checks will always be critical. Que sus jaques sean siempre críticos.